pull up this diagram. So again, we have image creator, which is what we're going through right now. You create a backup job to go to some location. So for now, I just created it to the F drive, but you would typically put it to some staging machine. Wherever location you run the backups to, you're going to install ImageStream, and ImageStream is going to then take it off-site to the cloud, to our cloud rather. File and folder backups, you just install it right on the machine you're going to run backups from, and same thing with the mobile devices. So let's go through recovery. And we got some people here. So Rex says, email said it would last 1 hour. It's been 80 minutes. When will it end, and how do I get the info to get my free 5 gigs? So sure, you call up your partner specialist, and you'll get the numbers on our website. It's all over the place, 877-896-3611. Call the partner specialist, and you give them the Kindle code. You'll be entered into the drawing, and you can also get your free 5 gig account. So the Kindle code for today, I'll give it out early. And for those of you who want to stick around and actually see the program and the software, you can see that. But the Kindle code today is D as in dog, 789F. So it's D as in dog, 789F as in Frank. And again, 877-896-3611. Talk to our partner specialist, let me in the drawing. And then they'll go through a very specific ROI with you so that you can take it home, think it over, and evaluate how much money you think you can make in this program and really start putting together a plan, and so we can make sure that the plan best fits you. It's on, the phone number is on our website for those of you who want to see it. Here, let's pull up again. So it's on every page of our website right here, 877-896-3611. And if that doesn't work, then you can always call our local number. And I'll enter that there, 877-2626, 310 area code. All right, so here's the staging machine. Let's finish up this demo so you'll get out of here. All right, so now it can run the backup, so I'll execute it, and it's going to run. I'm going to go through the wizard and show you what restore looks like. So this middle option, restore, is to overwrite an existing volume. So you would want to make sure that that's what you want to do. That's not a very common case. Most commonly is you'd want to restore the image, maybe mount it on a machine, and then pull information from it. So to do that, you go to Explore Backup, and it's going to ask you to browse for the image. So I would go to my backup location right now. It just automatically selects F because that's where I recently was. And I can go through this backup job or whatever one just ran recently. So I'll just do backup job 5, sure. Hit next. And it's going to say, all right, well, we recognize that there's some incrementals here. Which one do you want to recover to? See it next. And you assign, okay, where do you want to recover it? Well, let's just create a virtual drive T. And we're just going to recover this image to a virtual drive. So hit next, then finish. It's going to go ahead and recover it. Lots of questions coming through. Things on pricing, this scenario. Let me get through the EGR client, and then we'll go through all the questions you guys want to go through. All right, so I've recovered that image now, and the backup I ran earlier just finished. So now it's like, okay, well, we've recovered that drive, but now we want to, into the Exchange server, what's the Exchange Granular Recovery all about? So we launched this agent. And first we're going to pick the source. So we're going to browse to where we just recovered. Just go to my computer. We should recover to the T drive. Go to Exchange, Mailbox, Mailbox Database, and then I found my EDB file. Okay. It's going to automatically assume that the transaction logs are in the same directory. If not, for whatever reason, you can browse and find them. Temporary file path is not similar to the cache system, which requires a lot of overhead space. This is rather insignificant, like 200 to 500 megs, if that. Oh, my license is not used. Great. All right, well, unfortunately, I can't show you this because I got to get the license on here. And I'm not sure why it's not licensed. Whoops. Questions? But it has a really quick, easy way of digital discovery and all of that. Yeah, well, this is a VM that we're running here just for demo purposes. So, all right. So if this restore was brand new hardware, it would have to be like hardware, right? Well, that's what the Explore Backup does for you. You can recover to a virtual drive so that you don't run into the like hardware issue. So it makes it a little simpler for you. Which versions of Exchange are supported? 2003 and up, and that's the servers that are supported as well as 2003 and up. 2011 isn't currently supported, but we will be supporting it shortly. If you were to run it, it would be likely to work, but we're still doing some QA. All right, so Edith asks, for existing partners that transition to ServerSave, can use this app to do both PCs and servers for clients, right? Yeah, it's designed to be running on SBS servers, but any server operating system, and if you wanted to pull from, if you want to create an image of a workstation for whatever reason, you could do that too. For the most part, that's not a very common use case or useful use case, but yeah, you could do that. And then where is the pricing discussion? Yeah, you should, and Mike asked what about FAT32? Yeah, you should be good with that. Great question by Edith. Do you have to create the virtual drive before restoring to that drive, or does the software create it for you? The software created it for me. So if you saw right there, I just selected which one I want. I just selected a letter to assign it to, and it automatically created the virtual drive. So that's another thing the system does really well, is it saves you those little steps where, for instance, if you were going to migrate hardware for the Exchange server, you just drag and drop your Exchange database file onto the new hardware, and it'll automatically create all the users for you, all the mailboxes and users. You don't have to first, mount the EDB and then go through and do it. So it saves you steps here and there, and it's really nice because one step here and there adds up to a lot of steps over time, saves you a lot of time, saves you a lot of money. Joe asked, can you back up and restore Windows domain controllers? So the idea is you select, it's an image-based backup system, so you just select whatever volume you want to do. So if you have a domain controller that you want to back up, just install ImageStream or Image Creator on that machine, select the volume that your domain controller has all the settings and files on, and then there you go. We're going to get back to some pricing. Let me pull this up. So again, what we were looking at is a lot of solutions when it comes to the wholesale pricing of server-based backup off-site was about $24 per gig per month. hugely expensive, and that includes everything. We're talking about hardware and offsite storage and et cetera. So we have, for again, $99 per server per month is something that you could sell it at and still make decent margin depending on what program. So you can get as low as $40 per month per server, including 200 gigs of cloud space. So that's cloud space inclusive. Most of the pricing that we found, you were $2,000 deep in the hardware before you even discussed where you're going to put the data, if offsite at all. So really, you'll see it. And these markets change very rapidly, very quickly. 2 months ago, we were just a file and folder system, and our partners were coming in buying at $3 or $4 per gig per year, or even more. As of November, launching the ServerSafe program, you can now buy a terabyte of cloud space for as little as $1.30 per gig per month, and now we're playing in the server game. So pricing, it's always good just to kind of see what it goes about. This information is pretty recent, so that's good to know. And again, Kindle code D789F. Call our partner specialist, 877-896-3611. They're going to go through and you can recap on what the program does for you, what you get in coming into our partner program, and they're going to go through an ROI specifically for you to make sure that whatever level you come in at is appropriate for you, if at all. So, we're 80% of our business is through our partner program, and that's what we want to continue to see grow and have you grow with us. So again, 877-896-3611. And I'll just open it up to any questions you guys want to go through about the existing systems, anything that we've touched on lightly or heavily today, we can go back to. And I appreciate everyone sticking around. We went way over what we planned for. All right, doesn't look like we have a whole lot of questions, so pretty much call your partner specialist. They'll get you set up and ready to start thinking about what program you want to choose and if this is the right program for you. And again, we really just, the whole goal of this program was to give you a end-to-end offering that undercuts the market spectacularly. Michael has a great question about the infrastructure. Are the servers owned and maintained by SOS or released space by Rackspace Hosting, Amazon S3, etc.? All of the servers are owned by SOS and maintained by SOS. So all the NOC services, the infrastructure team, they're all SOS employees, which is very important when it comes to backup. If it was just some type of storage service like a Box.net or your Gmail, then it doesn't really matter. But when it comes to security programs, that's a huge differentiator. So good question, Michael. Thank you. And Edith, pleasure anytime. I heard you were actually in our office the other day. I'm sorry I didn't get to meet you. I think I was probably running a webinar. All right, everyone. Thank you for your time. Thank you, both Michaels. Thank you, Edith. Edith's coming back again, so I look forward to meeting you again. Austin has a question. Most of my break-fix home and SMB clients are really only using Simple File Backup. Do you offer partner plans to resell Simple File Backup? Yeah. You don't have to use the server seats, but you have to come into our ServerSafe program. So it doesn't make sense. If you were to go to our older program, you'd make less money. And then we could always set you up with, because we aren't currently selling ServerSafe directly, so you could talk about, if we get a lead, possibly throwing it your way. But I don't know we don't have any official policy for that at this point, but we do have people who are direct clients who want to use this, and we currently don't offer it to them. All right, I think that'll finish it up for us today. Thank you all again. Again, call on our partner specialist. They'll find a program that will best fit you, and we look forward to you coming onto the program. Thanks, and have a good one.